heck is work-life balance? I mean, as an entrepreneur, can we even relate to work-life balance when we put in 60, 70, 80-hour weeks sometimes? Well, the answer is absolutely we can. And here's one thing you have to focus on to truly get work-life balance in your life. The number one thing you have to do is set boundaries. Look, we learned a long time ago to set goals, right? SMART goals. We got to be specific. We got to set time frame on the goals that we set. But here's the problem. In today's society, I don't see a lot of entrepreneurs learning what I learned a long time ago, which is boundaries are as important as your goals. You have to set up and establish what you're willing to sacrifice to get to those goals. Once you do this, now you're setting limits on what you're willing to do, and now you can actually have that work-life balance. I'll give you an example. For me, my limit is that I need to be at my kids' sporting events. That's it. My kids play sports. I've always said from the beginning of this business, my boundary is I will leave this office to go to my kids' sporting event, period. I don't care when it is. I don't care if it's noon. I will leave my office and block my calendar to go do it. That's my boundary. Okay. My boundary is that I spend weekends and evenings with my kids. I turn off my phone. I walk away. I spend that time with them. Okay. So what are your boundaries? What are you willing to sacrifice to be able to actually get to where you want to be? Once you set those boundaries, you can actually have the work-life balance that you need. And you're going to be more productive at the office because you're going to know that you're there for your family, there for the other things, the hobbies, the fun things you want to do, the vacations. You know you've built that stuff in. Look, my best ideas come from being on vacation. Once I realize that, I take a lot of vacations because I need to step out of the office. I need to get out of the environment to get some of my best creativity done. So once you start to realize this, you start to build in this extra time, this vacation time. I have Friday where all I do is go think. It's my thinking day. Now, I couldn't do that in the beginning part of my business until I realized the value of that. Now I can actually have that day and then execute throughout the rest of the week. Set your boundaries. If you set your boundaries, that's the one key element to you having a solid work-life balance.